Now before I get up there, you might have been noticing that I've got two drills here. What's the deal with that, Joe? Well, this is a ratcheted high impact drill where when you get ready to tighten it up, it goes and I might end up using that one if I can't get the screws tight enough with just a regular drill, okay? And I've got my chargers. I haven't used these drills for a while, and so I don't know if my battery's gonna die or anything like that. And I'm gonna end up using my standby drywall screws. I'm gonna maybe use 3" or 2.5, we'll see. And these are coarse thread. You go to the store, you always want to look and see, coarse thread, sharp point. They also have these in fine thread. Did you know that? And if you're not paying attention, you might come back from the hardware store and you say, I don't know what the deal is. This time they're thin, fine threads, and last time I got them they were coarse threads. I don't know what the deal is, but that's because you've got to read the labels. And don't make the assumption that all of these are fine threads or all of them are coarse thread. Okay? So that's what I'm going to end up using up here. And let's just keep the camera rolling, shall we? I'm going to start up here on this top hinge. And I'll get up there and remove it. Obviously, I won't have to remove the whole door, and I'm hoping that I can reach in there and do all of my work by leaving this door up in place. Okay, now I've got to gently, oh man, I got to get my drill bits out too. I thought I was all ready for this. I've just taken a small little screwdriver to try to pop that out. And now, see, I'm going to have to drill a hole up there and right down there with the drill bit for my screws. Okay? Can you see what I'm going to do? I'm going to put 2 screws in there, real long ones, and that way I'll be able to drive that door jamb over tighter. Okay? See those black felt tip marks there? That's where I'm going to drill those holes. Okay? And then I should be able to suck it. Then I can flop the hinge back and put the 3 little hinge screws back in. You might think, well, why don't you just take a couple of the thin screws out and just put some long screws right in through the hinge. Well, for 2 reasons that is not going to work. And reason number 1 is this bottom screw and the top screw. If I were to put long screws in there straight, it's going to go right into the side edge of the sheetrock on the wall. It's not going to hit the stud behind here. The sheetrock is from this edge over 1/2 inch. And I would have to pre-drill those holes in at an angle like that and then put long screws in there. I could put a long screw right there, right? But you've got the whole hinge is going to be pushing tight on there, and that's only going to firmly push the hinge a little bit tighter on the door jamb, and we don't want that because I've got to suck it over further. So that's why I've got to put a long screw there and there, and I'll drill that in with my drill bits first, okay? Right into the 2x4. Then I'll take those long sheetrock screws, coarse thread because I'm going into wood, and I'm going to drive that in there, and that's going to kind of push this over. I used to not do that. I used to take a 8-penny galvanized 8 nail down here, and I put one up there, and then I would just hammer that and hope that my hammer didn't hit the edge of the door stop or anything, and then I would take a nail set and kind of set those in a little bit and then put some white caulking over those. But then after a while you see that, and I don't want to do it that way. And plus, if I can drive the screws in there, that's going to actually suck it in more than a galvanized nail. Especially, if you got a 30-year-old house or something, what if the nails bend? Then you got to take the nails out, and you got it all messed up. So I always like to use a drill bit in my long screws. Okay, so that's the next step. I've got to go get my drill bits, and we'll get going. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.